California girl, but I said, who knows? I could be from there. I wouldn't know. And so again, we're fired up to be here today. Want to give a special shout out to all the council members. We have too many friends to mention in the room. When they asked us to come out here, we was like, don't record this, but hell to the yeah. Okay? And so we're honored to be here today. And so real quick, so George and I are college, people always say, how do you guys meet? Because from the freshness of our relationship, you would think that we've only been together like 5 years. We've been together 22 years now. 22 years, 17 years married. Okay, met on campus at Alabama A&M University, go Bulldogs. And so I was in fashion, George is in business. Somehow he would always end up on my side of the campus. I would walk out of class, and I'd walk out of class, and I'd be like, oh hey George. He was like, oh what's up Pete? I'm just in the area, I'm gonna walk into your class. I said, okay. I would walk out of class. Okay. And then it'd be raining. And I'd come out of my class, I'm like, dang, it's raining. And so an umbrella would pop up. I said, hey George, what are you doing over here? It's raining.
That was take man.
Okay? And so I was there on a volleyball scholarship, he was on a dance scholarship, and so he kept on pursuing me like that, and actually continued to be his girlfriend. And one day, so I was talking to a football player, okay, ladies, this I was like 19, okay, talking to a football player, we're kind of dating, and so I'm in the cafeteria, and so me and the football player, I'm sitting here, he's sitting here. The football player says, hey, do you want anything to drink? I said, sure, some water and some punch. So he leaves his tray there, and he goes to get us some drinks. And so I'm sitting there. I think there's like 1,000 people in the cafeteria. And so I feel a shadow walk past. And in my mind, I said, this better not be George. And the shadow walks past and sits in the football player's seat with his food, the tray there. And I said, hi, George.
How bad do you want?
And George sits there. He sits there and he said, what's up, Keith? And I said, hi. And the football player comes back over there. My palms are sweaty. I'm like, oh my gosh. And the football player looks at me, gets his tray, and walks over back to the other football team. And so George sat there and he's like, how's your day? And so at that point in time, George was pursuing 5 months, and at that moment I said, this man really loves me. And again, the rest is here. That was 22 years ago. And so, so we got out of college, we got our degrees. We started on our path in corporate America. And I was, again, in fashion, helping a lady build her company from the ground up. George was, at that time, working for the state. And so we also had an 8-month-old son. We were already married, planning our wedding ceremony. Okay, and long story short, and let me make sure the slide. Okay, good. So long story short, I had quit my full-time job and was solely working with the lady that owned the store. She flew back up and forth from LA to Sacramento where I was and would say, Princess, you're doing a great job. I really want you to just take over the store, quit your other job. So I quit my other job, I'm on full-time with her. I was her stylist, her buyer, and her manager for the store. And so she gave me a budget, and she said, if this was yours, what would you do to get the store to explode? And so I said, well, we need to run commercials. We got to really get this thing popping. She said, here's a budget, go at it. So I took the budget, did a commercial, rented out a lounge, and started running those commercials on the same channel, BET, MTV. That caused the store to explode. Eventually, after months, she said, what's your next 5-year game plan? You're like a godsend, this is perfect. So I sent her a binder about this thick, laying out the next 5 years. This quarter we need to do this quarter we need to do that. And so she got the binder, she said, this is everything I've been looking for. A month later, somebody walks in the store, she's pretending like she's shopping, this lady, and I said, hey man, we got some sales items over here. She said, oh, I'm actually here to see you. She hands me an envelope, and I'm thinking it's gonna be a bonus check, and when I opened up the envelope, it was a layoff notice. Yeah, and the layoff notice said, Princess, you've gotten the store exactly where I needed to be. Now I'm gonna shut the store down and move it to LA where I'm at. And at the end, she said, good luck in your endeavors.
Oh my God.
Now again, at that time, we had an 8-month-old son. We were already married, but we were planning our wedding. Our wedding was like 3 months away. And so I was obviously devastated. And so I go home. George said, babe, don't worry about it. I'll get a second job, stay here and take care of the little one. And so I stayed there to take care of the little one. I was telling the locker room session last night, I said, but I'm a woman that I can only cook and clean so much, okay? Once it gets about afternoon time, it's time to get to the money. That's me. Hey, that may not be you. That's me though.
Right.
And so I'm there with the baby thinking, how can I make money? Like, I can make money from home. And so I started praying to God, like, God, send me something where I can be my own boss, set my own schedule, be able to take care of my baby, make money while I help people. Where does that exist? And 2 weeks later, my wedding photographer, I'm at his house to give him to give him a payment to downsize the wedding package. And he said, you know, you should consider doing something my friend's doing. And I said, well, what is it? He said, I don't know. He said, I know it's kind of dealing with the insurance and finances. I said, what finances? I saw broke as dope. Who would listen to me about finance? I said, I owe you money. I'm here making payments to you. He said, don't worry about that. You got a good attitude. I know you got a heart to help people. And so he ended up calling Regional Vice President David Santos. David Santos was on the phone. He said, you're a friend of Ed, you're a friend of mine. He said, come to my meeting on Tuesday. Now, this was a Thursday when he told me this. So every day it was like an anticipation for a Tuesday. And so I called George on Tuesday when I said, babe, don't forget, you gotta get off your second job early. I got the meeting. So he gets off his job, he shows up to the house at 7 o'clock. The meeting starts at 7. So I give him the baby, and I said, okay, I'm gonna go. He said, what are you doing again? I said, the meeting. He said, oh, yes, the meeting. He said, go, get the information, don't sign up for nothing. Okay? And I'm like, so I go into this meeting, and they're presenting Primerica. Never heard of Primerica before. The closing speaker is talking about everything I had just prayed to God for. Be your own boss, set your own schedule, make good income, help people. And I'm literally praying in the meeting like, thank you, God, this is it. And so when I get home, George said, so what happened? I said, it went amazing. He said, so what did you do? I said, I signed up. He said,
They listen to me at all.
yeah. And he said, so.
Thank God she did.
He said, what do they do? And I said, well, I was 45 minutes late, I kind of missed that part. He said, so what are they about? I said, I just walked in when they were wrapping that part up. He said, girl, you probably signed for a scam. And I told the team last night, I said, and I literally looked him in his eye, I said, a scam? I said, I have a degree, I'm laid off. You got a degree, you're working 2 jobs, I barely see you now. And I said, we're struggling. I said, we're living in a scam. I said, so if I just sign up for a scam, hopefully it's better than one of the government money.
Yeah.
Okay? And so,
That's right.